intestinal problem many people do, it's trickier to activate. But in any case, if you can't get your vitamin D from the sun, get it from fish oil or get it from a vitamin D supplement, and then also use 400 IU of vitamin E. There's also a wonderful, wonderful supplement. I mean, I love this stuff. It's called beta-cytosterol, and you want about 300 milligrams of it a day. You can also use the Prost FX from Youngevity. And then last but most certainly not least are the minerals zinc and selenium. And these act as a fatty, they're minerals, but they have a sort of fatty nature to them, and they require an effective fat absorption system in order to take advantage of them. So make sure you're using 50 milligrams a day of zinc, and make sure you're using 400 to 600 micrograms a day of the ultimate selenium. And take your zinc, or have your husband take the zinc and take the selenium with fatty foods. Now, if he wants to throw in a couple other things, he may want to include some lecithin and some bile salts. And as always, it's very important first, or along with these strategies, to focus on digestive health and eliminate problem foods, and then also to work on stabilizing the blood sugar by using more protein and more good fat. Coconut oil is great, and then kind of weaning away from foods that spike blood sugar. And you know the suspects probably, the likely suspects: bread and pasta and cereal, etc., potatoes and desserts and all of those kinds of foods. You don't have to have zero tolerance for those foods, but just kind of wean away from them and get into some more protein and more good fat. So fatty vitamins, beta-cytosterol, stay away from the crappy fats, essential fatty acids, and then the minerals zinc and selenium taken with meals, especially fatty meals. And he may want to throw in some lecithin and bile salts and apple cider vinegar, and maybe even the ultimate enzymes to help absorb the fats. Focus on fats is the bottom line here, Pat, okay?
Yeah, now he's always ate pretty good. And
well, pretty good doesn't count, ma'am, and I don't even know what that means.
He does
pretty good.
Sometimes, yes. A lot of sweet.
I'm not ripping him, Pat. I'm just trying to help. I'm not attacked. So pretty good, with all due respect, I don't know what pretty means. That's a modifier for good. That means kinda. Pretty means kinda. When I was a kid, I used to say kinda good. So he's kinda good.
What do you think about that biopsy test?
I would try everything I would do. I would try. First of all, I would never believe my doctor, ever. I never do believe my doctor. I got friends who are doctors. I don't believe them. It's just the model is corrupt and nasty and anachronistic and based on taking advantage of people and manipulative, and it's not the people, it's the model. So I'm very suspicious of anything I hear from a doctor. So what I would do is I would try everything I could do without a biopsy.
Okay. Now he's 89. He's 79 years old.
Okay. Well, he's God bless him. Has he been aside from the prostate? Is he doing okay?
He's working. He does all kinds of things.
Well, praise God. He's doing it without a doctor. So as long as you can stay away from a doctor, the better you are. Yeah. The medical model's not our friend. Okay, not our friend at all. It needs to be blown up, in my opinion, and start again. Well, all right. Anyway, I got to move on, Pat. Are you good? Anything else you want to ask me? I don't want to cut you off there, but I got some calls I want to get to.
No, that's all right. I understand. Well, I'll make sure he does this.
Okay, good deal. Have fun. Have a beautiful day. Have a fun day.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's see. Let's go to Truth Raider in Oregon. What's up, Truth Raider?
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning, sir. How can we help you, buddy?
On my left thumb, I have what is called a staph infection, apparently. It's little pustules. It's like a little rash that's around the top of my thumb. And on my ring finger, on my right hand, I have a few little red little bumps, too. And I've had it for years, and I can't get rid of it.
What makes you think it's a staph infection? It's not. It can't be a staph infection because it would get worse. It wouldn't stay the same if you've had it for years. Did the doctor tell you it was a staph infection, or is that a guess?
Yeah, a psychologist, by the way.
A psychologist told you it was a staph infection?
Yeah, that looks like a staph infection.
Well, how could it be a staph infection if you've had it for years? Infections don't just sit there. They get worse. Or they get better.
I don't know. I couldn't figure out what it was.
Not a staph infection.
I wore a mood ring for several years. I took it off. I had a red ring around my finger. And it goes away, and then it comes back. And since then, for the past 2-3 years, it just keeps going away and coming back as little pustules.
It's that crappy mood you're always in, probably. I'm just kidding. Carl, the Truth Raider. No, here's the deal. Skin issues need to be, the skin and the digestive system are two peas in a pod. This is very important and I've been in the skincare business for many years, and this is very important for people to recognize. If you have eczema, psoriasis, any kind of skincare issue, focus on food. Now, really you want to focus on food and the digestive system no matter what, but nothing screams digestive health issues more than skincare problems, skin health problems, acne, dark spots, rosacea. Rosacea's classic, eczema, and psoriasis. So see if you can, if you get flare-ups in this thing, that's really good because then you can link them up to foods. But if you don't have flare-ups, if it kind of just stays stagnant, stays the same, and the condition doesn't get worse or better, then you want to move into some to noticing digestive symptomology. It's very difficult to have a skin condition without digestive symptomology. And then, of course, once you notice digestive symptoms, bloating, gas, heartburn, etc., then link that to foods and then eliminate those foods. At the same time, you start focusing on digestive health by using supplements and by using foods also. Cabbage soup and cabbage in general is wonderful for the digestive system. Anything that's mucilaginous and gooey is going to be good for the digestive system. That's what cartilage is so important for the digestive system. A couple herbs, a slippery elm can be helpful. A slippery elm tea or coltsfoot tea. These are mucilaginous herbs. They have an ability to, the mucilaginous property helps coat the digestive system and speeds up the healing process. By the way, for irritable bowel syndrome or digestive issues, there are certain nutrients that can be very helpful. For example, zinc is incredibly important for helping repair the gut lining, as is the amino acid glutamine, which you'll get in bone soup and other high-protein foods. If you can do whey protein, that can also help with digestive health issues. Topically, Carl the Truth Raider, it doesn't sound like you have a problem that vitamin C can help, but vitamin C is good for a lot of topical health issues. Fat-soluble vitamin C. If you can't find fat-soluble vitamin C, shoot me an email. I'm going to have some new products out here in the next couple of weeks, and they'll feature fat-soluble vitamin C, which I absolutely love. Thanks for your call, Truth Raider. Got to move on. All right, that's all the time we have for today on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll continue and maybe finish up talking about nitrates tomorrow. We'll talk about a really cool strategy that you can use on your veggies to bump up the nitrates, bump up the amount of nitrates you get into your system. Thanks for listening, folks. Have yourselves a wonderful, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, then carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates. 1-800-425-4610.